Conveying a professional image by email is extremely important in the workplace, but when you transition from college life to corporate life, it can be a bit hard to know what is a professional email. And to be honest, there are many experienced professionals who still don't know what a professional email is. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 10 email etiquette tips to help you write more professional emails at work. Let's get straight into it. Number 1, what goes online stays online. This is first and foremost the most important rule I want you to remember. And what I mean by this is anything you write in an email, just like anything you write on social media, once it goes online, it stays online. It's out of your hands and completely out of your control as soon as you hit the send button. So you want to make sure that anything and everything you put in an email, just like social media, will make you look professional. It will add to your professional image and your professional reputation and not detract from it. Number 2, respond within 24 to 48 hours. A good rule of thumb for email as to when you should respond is between 24 and 48 hours. Now, of course, this will differ if you need to do some research or if you have a complicated question that you need to answer. You will probably need more time to reply to that person. If that's the case, what I suggest you do is respond to the sender within 24 to 48 hours with a message like this. I'll have to look into your question and gather information to give you a good answer. I aim to respond within 3 days. This will put them at ease, put their mind at ease so they don't wonder why you are not responding to them, and it will also prevent them from hounding you with multiple emails asking for an answer. Number 3, don't email when you're upset or angry. There have been times when I've read an email that's made me angry. It happens in business, but you should never respond when you're in this emotional state. If you have an email, you receive an email that makes you upset or angry, do not respond. Instead, go for a walk, make a cup of coffee or herbal tea. Take some time to think about the best way you should respond to that person. And always wait at least 1 hour before you respond to a negative email. Number 4, use an accurate and informative subject line. First, your subject line should be accurate and it should be linked to the contents of your email. It should not be clickbaity and it should not misrepresent what your email is about. This will definitely make you look unprofessional. And your subject line must also be informative. It must tell the recipient what your email is about. You need to remember that business people can be really busy and sometimes they receive hundreds of emails in the one day. And as they scroll through their inbox, they need to know what each email is about. Otherwise, they're unlikely to open it. So for your email to stand out in their inbox and for that person to open it, you need to have a subject line that is informative. Number 5, use an appropriate greeting. This will depend on whether you are writing a formal email or an informal email. For formal emails, the greeting should be Mr., Ms., Mrs. plus their last name or their surname. For informal emails, it is okay to simply use the person's first name in the greeting. It's really important that you choose an appropriate greeting for your email. Otherwise, you might alienate yourself by being too formal when you don't need to be formal, or being too informal when you should be formal and you should show respect to that person. I'll link to another video on the screen above where I explain the difference between formal and informal emails. So if you're confused about the difference, how to write formal, how to write informal emails, then definitely check out that video. Number 6, get straight to the point. When you're writing the body of your email, the main content of your email, you need to get straight to the point. Busy people don't want to spend time trying to read an entire email or a dozen paragraphs of your email to understand what your email is about. They want to know straight away in the first line of your email. Tell them why you are writing to them. What is the topic of your email? You can use things like, I'm writing to you because XYZ, or I'm following up on XYZ, or could you give me an update on XYZ? All of these are suitable to use in the first line of your email. They will all help you get straight to the point and help you get the recipient to understand what your email is about. Number 7, remove just from your emails. Sometimes when we want to sound less pushy, we'll put the word just in our email. Using the examples I just shared with you in the previous point, this might sound like, I'm just writing to you because, or I'm just following up on XYZ. Using just in your emails in this way is extremely common, especially for professionals who are young, experienced, or those who lack confidence in themselves. But using just in your emails will make you look like you lack confidence. It will make you look like you're young. So if you want to elevate your image, you want to appear professional, and you want to appear experienced and credible, remove just from your emails. Number 8, list and name your attachments. So when you send an attachment or a series of attachments in your email, it is really professional and will make you look professional if you list them and if you name them. For example, attachment 1, 2, 3, or financial report 2020, or a financial report 2021, whatever the name of the file is. So yes, this does mean that you need to go in and rename files if necessary and name them appropriately. This does take time, I get it, but it will absolutely make you look a lot more professional than if you don't, than if you just send random files with random names, and if you don't list them in your email. You need to have your recipient to understand what they are receiving there. This will help you look organized and much more professional. Number 9, enter the recipient's email address last. This will help you avoid accidentally sending an email that you haven't finished writing yet or that you haven't finished proofreading yet. You should always remove your recipient's name and email address from the send to box when you are preparing your email. It's happened many times in the professional world that people have accidentally sent emails too early when they have been full of mistakes or they haven't given all of the information they needed to give, and it does make you look unprofessional. So wait until you are ready to send the email, then put their email address and their name in the send to box. Or if you're replying to someone, what I would do is delete their email address from the send to box, write your email, make sure it's proofread, and then once you are ready to send it, put their email address back in the send to box. Number 10, proofread before you send. I hinted to this in the last point, but it's really important that you proofread your emails before you send them. This will help you minimize spelling errors, punctuation errors, and grammatical errors. It will also help to ensure that the content of your email is correct, to make sure you get things right, like dates or like the recipient's name. It would be really embarrassing if you sent an email to somebody, a really important person, and you had their name written incorrectly. So I recommend that you spend 1 to 2 minutes proofreading your email before you send it. With these tips, you are sure to eliminate any embarrassing mistakes in your emails and look more professional. Let me know in the comments, did you learn any new tips that will help you look more professional with your emails? If you're a loyal subscriber, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was valuable for you. If you are new to this channel and you're watching for the very first time, then make sure you subscribe by hitting the button below this video. Every week I share videos on leadership to help you on your leadership journey. Check out the other videos on the screen before you leave, and I will see you next week.